Hey everyone, Bobby here. Welcome to Five for Life. 5 minutes to bless your life so that you can bless somebody else. During this time of fear, anxiety, lack, and even loss, I've been telling a lot of my friends to do something that seems very simple. Build your faith. Build your faith. Now, how do you do that? Well, I think it would be helpful to look at the natural world and see how we build things there. If you want to build muscle tone, you're not going to get very far by using the lightest amount of weight and doing the least amount of reps. No, you've got to increase the weight on those dumbbells and barbells so that your muscles experience some kind of resistance. And then as you consistently exercise over a period of time, you're going to find your muscles developing tone and size. Now, there's going to be some pain and some discomfort along the way, but in the end, you're going to get the desired goal that you wanted, a more chiseled physique and a healthier body. Speaking of healthier bodies, everybody's thinking about how they can be healthier now, and we have to consider our diet. Some of us need to eat more vegetables. Some of us need to eat more fruits. Some of us need to take vitamins. Some of us need to drink more water. Some of us need to go easy on the sugars. And these are difficult things, and sometimes they may seem distasteful. But you will find that when you monitor the sweets, when you increase your water intake, when you get on that vitamin regimen, and when you eat more fruits and vegetables, you're going to find that you feel better, that you look better, that you recover faster, and you're going to find that your immune system is being built up. And that's going to allow you to more easily fight off the infections and the viruses and the diseases and even the allergies that are floating around out there. How about you guys who like to run, bike, or walk? Well, if you walk a block a day, that's really not going to do much for you, is it? But if you stretch out your distance every time you walk, if you go a little farther every time you jog, if you push yourself a little harder every time you ride, you're going to find yourself building up a certain amount of stamina. Your cardiovascular system is going to get stronger, and you're going to find that your muscles are getting stronger and that they're able to handle greater distance because you push them gradually and sustained. It's the same thing with faith. There has to be a gradual but sustained increase of intensity for us to build our faith. Listen, faith is never built in times of ease, in times of plenty, in times of prosperity. Faith actually is built in times of difficulty, times of persecution, times of stress. And remember, faith is not a religion. Faith is believing what God has said. Let me give you a couple examples from the Bible. Remember when the disciples were in the boat and there was a storm on the lake and Jesus came walking on the water and everyone thought it was a ghost? And he said, "No, guys, it's me." And Peter said, "Well, Lord, if it's you, let me walk out there to you." And Jesus said, "Come." And for a brief moment, because Peter was focused on the Lord, he was actually able to do something that the others could not do because they didn't stretch their faith that much. He was able to walk on water. How about the time when those three young Hebrew men were in Babylonian captivity and were faced with the prospect of losing their lives or bowing to a foreign god? You remember what they told Nebuchadnezzar? They said, "Listen, if God delivers us or not is not the issue. The issue is we're not going to bow down to your image because we serve the one true God." Now, I don't know how they felt when they were actually going into that furnace, but I know it must have been incredible to experience the presence of God in that fire with them and to realize that they weren't being burned. So incredible was God's deliverance as a result of them stretching out their faith in an intense moment that we're still talking about that incredible event. What about when Moses was leading the children of Israel out of Egypt, out of bondage? Can you imagine looking at a body of water split down the middle and you being called to walk through on dry land? The people were filled with fear, and I have to believe that there had to be a little bit of fear in Moses too. But fighting the fear and going forth in faith, he led the people through, and they experienced a deliverance that has been told and retold for centuries. Listen, my brothers and sisters, now in this time of stress, in this time of difficulty, in this time of hurt, and even in this time of loss, this is the time for you to build your faith, to grow into a bigger and better person faith-wise than you ever were in your life. And there is a reward on the other side. God will reward you. God will see you through, and you will see yourself so much deeper and stronger in God if you build those faith muscles in times of difficulty. Come on, you can do it. Build your faith. See you next time on Five for Life.